Hello, it's myself. This will be the first in what I hope will be a series of videos taking you through what Gary and I are doing with this house, the house called Doreen. A wee bit of background: when Gary and I first, or when Gary first found this house actually, we came down to have a look at it. It was obviously in a real state of repair. It's been empty for somewhere between 10 and 15 years. Nobody to look after it, but we didn't know at that time until we had a wander about the house that it was actually called Doreen, which is significant to me and to Carrie, because it was actually my grandma's name, somebody I was very close with. So whether that was a sign or if you believe in such things, don't know, but anyway, the house is called Doreen. We believe it was built around about 1870. We know, or we think we know, that at one point it was a doctor's surgery, and most of the rest of the time we believe it's just been a house to various different people. Obviously an old house. One of the questions we get asked regularly is it haunted? I don't know. I don't know if I actually believe in ghosts. That's a totally different thing for a totally different Facebook page, totally different set of videos. Have we had some weird things happen? Yes, we have. Have any of them been scary? Nope, nothing whatsoever. But just some strange things. So anyway, that hopefully partially answers that question. So yeah, what I'm going to do is give you a wee tour around about the lower part of the house and the garden. Next video I'll do upstairs, and videos after that will be along the lines of just the bits of progress that we're doing. Okay, let's go. So we'll start outside. I'll show you the garden and the outside of the house. Here we have the garden, which Carrie has spent an awful lot of time getting it back to resembling a garden. When we first moved in, the grass was probably up to her chest. Brambles absolutely everywhere, and she's been working on it relentlessly for the past 12 months to get it looking a lot healthier. The little divots that you see are courtesy of Otis and Rogue. Now Murphy loves the garden because he can run about to his heart's content. Otis and Rogue, they love it because they can dig, as you can see for the wee spots all over the place. This is a driveway, the car. If you come around the side, there's also a side area here. Side garden. So this is going to be a little patio area, maybe with a sort of wooden frame roof type thing so we can sit out of an evening. This will probably be a drying green. We've got an outhouse here that will do up and have a wee storage place for lawnmowers and stuff once it's got a door on it. Another wee brick, or not brick but stone outhouse here. And then this big space in between, I'm hoping at some point in the next few years to build a workshop. Okay, so other than the horrible boarded up windows, which are necessary for now, we have, let me do that, there you go, that makes it look better. Our dining room. Used to be a lounge, I think. Original fireplace. Nice high ceilings with all the plaster work, and a wee serving hatch into the kitchen, which I'll show you in a wee second. Also on this wall, you'll notice a line going up here and down. So that's where we've decided we're going to knock that bit of the wall down. So there'll be a worktop round about that level. Units through the back on this side once the kitchen's done. So if anybody's in the kitchen, they can talk through the wall to people that are in the living room. Sorry, the dining room. Still getting used to it myself. Okay, and that is our dining room. So just off the kitchen, we have a utility room which is full of... That's a cast iron fireplace, or fire surround, that we found buried under brambles and all sorts of stuff out in the garden end of last year. So we don't know where we're going to reuse it, but it's original, so we're going to reuse it somewhere. It's a utility, what can I tell you? Coming from here, come into the kitchen, again, nice high, well, almost ceilings. You'll notice a really unusual feature of a window up there, which I'll show you at a later date. From what I showed you in the dining room, there's also, you can maybe just see it, a chalk mark that comes up here and comes along and then down. So that's the bit we're going to knock through. Kitchen will have fridge freezer, oven, microwave, double oven, something like that. Worktop area here, which will be like a sort of breakfast bar through into the dining room, so people can sit there, chat with us when we're in the kitchen. Then it will be along to here, then a sort of peninsula will come out here. There'll be a stove, there'll be a hob sits here, and then on this side, just because of where the drainage points and that are, we'll have tall cupboards here, Belfast sink here, and tall cupboards here, dishwasher and buckets and all that will be integrated here too. This was the original fireplace. As you can see, it's got an acro prop. So that's one of the jobs for George, our builder, to assess that lintel, see if it needs replaced, and then get this bricked up just to support it. And then obviously we've got the timber framing to go around the whole room, insulation, plasterboard, lighting, flooring. Yeah, might take a couple of minutes. Again, off the kitchen, we've got the pantry. We're going to use this as a sort of cold store pantry. Again, needs a whole shebang with framing, insulation, plasterboard, roofing, you name it. This side of the house needs it. That's through the dining room that I showed you already. Okay. So one bit that I kind of missed out on when I was taking you through into the dining room was the staircase. Another amazing feature of this house. All the way up there, beautiful. You can still see some of the original wallpaper. It looks like there's two different styles. Oh, sadly there's not enough of it left to do anything with. That's a wee flash of history from a significant time ago. Okay, we'll come from here. The pièce de résistance, the toilet, and now I'll probably get a row for leaving the lid up. Yeah, lid's got down. So there was no toilet or wash basin or anything when we first bought the place. We had to nip across to Morrison's, which wasn't very handy. It's not that far away, but it wasn't very handy nonetheless. So our plumber, Kyle from Arbroath, he did this for us and is probably going to be doing a good bit more work for us as well, I hope, sometime in the near future. Next door we have, in fact I'll explain it a bit first. This area here, for whatever reason, one we're not quite sure of, used to have a wall across it here. And this was a shower tray that you went into from this door. You got into the shower for here, and there was a wall along here. Why they did that, we have no idea. And we've taken it away, because it wasn't original, didn't like it. We've taken it away, which means there's an abundance of doors down here now, because we've opened up. This was blocked off previously, that was original. This is an original too, and then there's another door. So our plan is block this door up, this one here. So get that door blocked up, have this as our main door into the bathroom. This will be the door into what will be Carrie's office. She gets a nice fireplace. Yeah, she gets a fireplace opinions differ whether it's nice or not. It's needing partially insulated, plasterboards, framed, all that good stuff. I'm probably going to replace this wall as well, to be honest. It's one of the things that I've been thinking about. And then the door in between my office, or what's currently my workshop, and Carrie's office here, it's going to be one of those secret doors that looks like a bookcase. That's what we fancy. Yeah, this is my workshop. Well, workshop as of yesterday. We've had the place for a year, but I've only just now landed this place as being my workshop. So it's just a wood store more than anything else just now. We don't keep any tools here, obviously. We just keep them up the road and bring down what we need at the time, and it works pretty well. 3 dogs in the back of the car plus a few tools. Yeah, you get used to it every weekend. If you come out of my workshop, and now we're heading back towards where the front door is and the staircase that I showed you, we've got another staircase here, which is the first of 2 flights that takes you. So there's like 2 sides to the house. There's this side where all the ceilings are 3.5 metre or 3.6 metres. It's got 2 stories. This side of the house, it's all standard height ceilings, around about 2.4 metres. And we've actually got 3 floors. I'll show you the upper floors in a different video, and I'll show you the other staircase to this one up above in another video as well, because that's a piece of work on its own, and not in a good way. One of the things we love is the original features that are left in many places. So some of these handles, some people might not think they're too fancy, probably not worth very much money on eBay. But we like them. Same with these, they're fairly standard, but we like them. That door there is one that's been recovered from what is the upstairs bathroom, and I'll show you that later on. We're going to reuse this door as the door for this bathroom here. So it needs a wee bit of trimming down, new hinges put on it. Unfortunately you can't get, or I've not been able to find, 6-inch hinges that were originally used, so we're using smaller ones instead. This door did have some brickwork up here, and a very loose frame down here that literally you just needed to go like that, and it shuggled quite badly. So that was one of yesterday's jobs, got rid of all that, got the door refitted, and it's just picking away at wee things like that until we can get started on the big stuff. So that was the first of our Facebook videos. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please give us any feedback you've got, any comments you've got, any questions you've got, whether it be on the house or on the recording itself. All would be very much appreciated and entertaining, I'm sure. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for now. Bye.